Hey folks, this is Erin from Equine Detailing, and as a Wahl brand ambassador, I am sent products throughout the year to review and share information with you on. So Wahl sent me for February the Lister Star Clipper. I'm not going to show you these in action today because it is in the low 20s outside and I'm not clipping horses today. But I will do a second video in the fairly near future of me actually using these so you can see them at work. But these things are a workhorse. They're super powerful. They'll go through just about anything you put in front of them. And I pull these out generally when I have horses with really thick undercoats like Icelandics. All three of my Icelandic clients I use these on. Occasionally minis with a really dense undercoat I will use these on as well. So this is an awesome clipper. I've used it a bunch. I love it. It's always in my car with me. We're going to go over real quick how to take the blades off and change those out. So I'm just going to unscrew this until it completely comes off. I'm going to be careful not to lose this spring that's in the top. And the screw just falls out of the bottom. We're going to be careful not to lose that. And then the blades just pop off. It's the inside. That's what that looks like. This clipper comes with the A2F blade, which is comparable to a 15 blade. Generally, when I body clip, I use number 10 blade, so this is a little bit shorter. But if I'm using this clipper, it's the A2F blade that I use. You can use the medium blade as well if you want something a little bit longer. That's going to be longer than a 10 blade. If I'm taking these off because I'm sending them off to be sharpened, I want to make sure that I keep my set together. I don't want to mix sets up. So to put these back on, first of all, to put these back on, we're going to put the smooth side with the smooth side as compared to those sides. Smooth on smooth. Putting them back on, you see this round piece here. I've got a groove in this. Fits right over the top, pops right in. This has 2 holes. We've got 2 pegs. Lay that on there. The screw goes back through the bottom. And then I'm going to keep my finger on it, put my spring on, and then I'm going to tighten this down. I'm going to tighten this all the way down, finger tight. You don't need to really use any strength to do it, but until it stops moving. And that is how we replace the blades on the Lister Star. It's pretty simple. So one of the biggest questions that I get from people, I get asked all the time, how do you keep your clippers from getting hot? Obviously, we do not want to put hot metal on horses. That's not nice. But your clippers really shouldn't be getting hot. So there's one main reason why they do get hot, and that is due to friction. So what causes the friction? First of all, you need to start with a perfectly clean horse, and it needs to be clean to the skin, not just the top of the hairs clean all the way to the skin. That can be difficult. If I'm getting these out, it's usually, again, because I'm clipping a horse with super thick coat. So it's harder to get the horse clean all the way to the bottom, but that's what's going to keep your blades from getting hot, number 1. Number 2, oil. I'm going to oil my clippers at least every 10 minutes. And I'm going to oil in several places on these. I'm going to go in between the 2 blades. I'm going to put a drop of oil in 3 spots. Between the blade and this top plastic piece, I'm going to put 2 drops up there. I'm going to put a drop of oil in the side in that gap. And then in the side in that gap. And then if you look at the top, you can see this hole here gets a drop of oil. Same thing on the other side, gets a drop of oil, and then just behind the tensioning screw is a hole as well that's going to get a drop of oil. So every 10 minutes at least, if not sooner, I'm going to oil my blades, and that's going to keep them running smoothly with less friction. And then tension is the last thing that we need to address as far as the blades heating up. So the blades aren't going to cut at all if the tension is wrong. But if it's slightly off, it might still be cutting, maybe not well, but the blades are going to get hot. So if you look at the top of this knob, you can see this line right here. I'm going to move that line back to the left 1.5 times. So I'm going to turn it back to the original and then 1/2. And that is the correct tension. No tighter and no looser, and you should be good to go. The other thing that we replace on these is the air filter. You can see there's some important looking bits in there. So this air filter lets obviously air out, but keeps the hair from getting in. So that's just slides right out. You can take it out. You should take it out periodically and brush it off. Or I like to use canned air and blow the hairs out of it. And then eventually it just gets clogged up and you need to replace it. And it does, the Lister Star does come with a replacement. So that is the Lister Star Clipper. I love these. They are, like I said, super powerful, and I would definitely recommend these for any horses with very thick coats that you're struggling to get through. So make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, all at Equine Detailing. Please get in touch anytime that you have any questions regarding Wahl products or my body clipping services, and I'm always happy to answer questions to help you clip your horses better as well. All right, thanks a bunch.